Who wants to ask a question of any one of our panelists? Do you have a wired mic?
Yeah, why don't you go ahead and use the wireless?
Okay, but then what do they answer with? I'll give them my stuff. I'll give them mine. All right, who's got a question for Kane, George, or Nirvan? Adam, start us off.
So one, Kane, congratulations. And two, how has Kane's business affected your business?
I'm out of business. He sort of like closed up on the weekends so he could run his arcade.
Well, you're helping with his business
Yeah.
now?
He's making more money than I am.
We just have to hand this back and forth
Who's
when
got
we
a
talk.
question? Who's it
Audio.
for? Okay, Kane's already mic'd, so go ahead. Fire away for Kane.
Just a question about your business. Have you run out of prizes?
Yeah, once
And what did you do to replace them?
today.
You what?
What?
How did you replace you have prizes, new prizes, right?
Yeah.
Did you go buy more?
No, not
Are they out
yet.
of your toy collection?
Yeah,
Do you have any toys left?
like 5.
But here's the key. What do you have now instead of toys?
Games.
Games, and what did people give you to play those games?
$2.
Money instead of toys. You changed your toys for money, brother. All right, who's got a question?
Hi, Kane. Thanks for coming. So in the video, it said that people didn't believe you when you made your arcade at school. So now, what do your friends say at school?
They want to come to my arcade.
Pass it up and then stand up so we can say your name.
Question for Kane. How many fun passes have you sold so far?
A lot.
Yes. And by the way, Kane, do you have any fun passes with you tonight?
Yeah. And
are they special in any way?
Yes.
Why are they special?
Have a USC sticker on that.
Okay. So here's the deal. You brought USC branded fun passes for us. So anybody who wants to take a picture with Kane afterwards, $2 for a fun pass, take a picture, get your USC branded fun pass. How about that for branding? Nicely done. Nicely done. Yes, say your name.
My name's Matt. Hi, Kane. Sorry for grilling you, by the way, but I got another question for you. So now that I know I can buy a fun pass, where can I get one of the Kane's Arcade T-shirts?
You got one?
Yeah.
You have any T-shirts to sell?
Yes.
Yes. How much are they?
$15.
$15. Amanda. Nice. Nice. Any questions? And I believe I saw some hats too. I have a hat. Let me bust the hat. Question.
Hi, Kane. My name's Milu. What's your favorite game you've ever made?
Skee ball.
Skee ball? How do you play skee ball?
You put get the ball and roll it down. Try to make it in the hole and top hole. You get 2 tickets.
So you win
That's how
tickets?
we make it.
How many tickets to get a prize?
Like 30.
30. You got to win a lot. Questions? Questions for anyone? Any questions about social media?
Matchbox cars are cheaper, right?
Hi, Kane. What do you want to be when you grow up?
Some of the advanced games.
You know, we have a great program here for games, and one of our guests before you was the CEO of Activision Games. A little violent for you right now, but in time you'll be playing them, I'm sure. Any more questions that we have? Yes. Say your name. Stand up.
Hi, my name is Henry. This goes out to George. Just want to know what made you decide to, move out of space for your kids' arcade before it went all viral on the internet.
I just let him leave me alone all summer, so that was the only way to do it. Give him all the boxes and space he needed.
Yeah, awesome fun.
Boxes being thrown away after he's playing with him, and he was getting really sad, and so you said, okay, I'll give you space in my business.
Yeah, at home, his mother was throwing the boxes in the trash, and he would cry. So I told him, look, you can build anything you want at my work, and I won't throw them away. And look what he built.
Questions? It's my only exercise, thanks. Don't leave me hanging. Who on it? Michael.
Hi, Kane. My name is Michael. I was just wondering if you've employed any of your friends to help you out with your business?
I don't know.
Does anybody work with you yet, or are you still running it all by yourself?
I have people working for me.
So is someone else crawling in machines and pushing out the tickets now?
We don't have that anymore.
You don't? How do you give the tickets back?
We pull them out.
You pull them out. They're very smart. He's automating now.
Hi, Kane. My name is Katie. You have siblings. How do they feel about you with all the success?
They feel pretty cool.
You feel good? Zach, you good with it?
Jealous.
Yeah. Are you being extra nice to your little brother now?
Have to.
Yeah. What a question? Question?
Hi, Kane. I'm Aaron, and I just wanted to know what were the $2 that you spent, or the couple dollars that you said you spent to build the arcade? What did you spend them on? As well as what advice would you give to other kids who might, or adults who want to start their own arcades?
Spend money, the $2 on prizes.
Prizes. And you want to know something? I had to prompt him to say he spent some money because it really was zero. So I was like, can't you say you spent a couple dollars? Because I can't calculate the ROI on zero. That's why he spent money.
Yeah, this is mainly for George and Nirvana as well, but what was your reaction when this hit Reddit and the other social media sites and when it actually started blowing up?
The first time or the second time?
Okay. Both of you can answer.
Go ahead.
Well, I submitted it to Reddit, and I knew what Reddit was, so I was pretty excited the first time it hit Reddit, and the second time it hit Reddit. That was a little part of the goal or the hope to kind of get the story out there ahead of time, so people would be aware of it, a little bit of awareness and a little bit of anticipation. And then it was really important to get the film finished before that passed. So it was April 8th was my birthday, and I spent most of my birthday finishing the film, and I posted it on April 9th, just to kind of I gotta finish this film and get it out there before Kane outgrows his staff shirt. So yeah, I was excited. I don't think George the first time knew what Reddit was, right?
No.
So I called George up and I'm like, "You're on Reddit." And he's like, "What?"
Most people don't worry about it. And what was your reaction when it really, at what point did you just say, holy cow?
So the next morning, about 8 hours later, it was all over.
Really? You mean on April 9th?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a different level of viral than the viral thing that happened on the internet. The viral thing that happened on the video was people RSVPing for Facebook and us being like, "Oh, we got to organize this flash mob and make sure we're ready for all these people." So it kind of we were anticipating a lot more people than we had been, but that was a good problem. This was also a good problem when this hit. I posted it on April 9th. I sent it to Mark Frauenfelder from Boing Boing and Make, and he posted it right away. And then I went to the climbing gym, and while I was at the climbing gym, my phone just started pinging. I was like, "Whoa, donations!" And I was looking at it, and I was like, "There's 500 donations that just came in." And I went to bed that night, and it was like $6,000 raised. Woke up the next morning, it was $16,000. And the phone was just ringing. Wired Magazine called, and by the end of the interview, it had gone up $5,000. I mean, he was raising over $100 a minute. It was intense. And I didn't sleep that next night. I was up for 48 hours. It was there was so much stuff to do with the website crashing and PR and trying to get a friend to come over and answer your email. There were thousands of emails that came in. I'm still opening emails. 2 days ago, we just found an email from Jay Leno's show from 12 days ago that we hadn't even opened. It was an insane, incredible, phenomenal response, and we weren't prepared for it.
And 2 weeks between Vimeo and YouTube, about how many views have there been of the video?
It's over 6 million views now.
It's over 7.
Is it over 7? Okay.
7 million views.
Yeah.
In 2 weeks. Whew. Questions? A couple more? Want to steal that from you? You're a last-minute addition, so we didn't have enough money. We're glad you're here. Daniel.
Question for Nirvan. Obviously, you never know if something's going to go viral or not, but you seem to set it up really well to have the potential to go viral. And I'm wondering where you got that experience from and how you formulated that ahead of time.
Yeah, you can seed these things. You can't tell if they're going to pop. And then if they do pop, there's things that you can kind of do to guide it and keep it growing and kind of steer the story a little bit. But in terms of my experience, I've been making films for a while, and I've been actually making this thing called the 1 second film for like 10, 12 years. And it's a bit of a social media experiment where it's crowdfunded online, and I've gotten a bunch of celebrities to donate a few bucks. And I made a video that was on the homepage of YouTube years ago, and it's been featured on Reddit before. Or not Reddit, it was on Dig. So I've had some experience with a little bit of that viral, nothing quite to this degree. And I've done social media campaigns for other brands and nonprofits. So I've kind of been in that space and experimenting it for several years.
Last question. We'll wrap up.
Yeah, you just basically said you have experience in that. I guess what are the things that you do to like steer something to become more viral? If like there's a lot of people that do blogs and stuff like that, what would you say the key thing for building a social network craze like you have? What would that be?
I would say looking for fun or engaging ways to involve people out there, thinking a little bit different. So like right now, we've got this really engaged audience that just kind of popped up, but we're engaging them. We're saying, hey, a couple of days ago, we noticed all these schools are sharing it, right? So A, we're building a curriculum to go along with the schools. B, we asked everybody on our Facebook page to set up a wiki and help us transcribe and translate it, right? So we're at home, so instead of us having to spend a couple of days doing that, it was done in 5 minutes. It was translated into 15 different languages. So just kind of as you're doing this stuff, thinking of ways that you can use people, not use them, but involve them, and invite them to play. And I think that's what's really exciting about Kane's story is it's inviting everybody to play.
Perfect. Why don't you guess, of course. Perfect answer. So let's look forward. We're going to close in a minute. But some of the other things, if you can share with us, this class is about the vision and having a big vision and what you can do with it. And Kane, I have to thank you. I've been teaching for a few years. We've had some really, really successful entrepreneurs come here. This is the first time CNN has ever covered my class, so I have you to thank. So you taught us to start with the why. You wanted to have fun. You wanted to have fun. It's the best reason to start a business, is the best reason to do anything. Going forward with the big vision, what are some of the other things you may be able to share? Like, what could else happen out of Kane's Arcade? Or is there going to be other media? Is there going to be other projects? Are you talking to agents?
Yes, every big agency. I just signed with William Morris, WME, and there's big offers, like ridiculous offers for. Like I've been a struggling filmmaker, making 1 second films and selling credits and driving a '96 Corolla, and trying to make stuff that I believe in, without not being able to eat. So now all of a sudden all these doors are open because I made something not to sell or not to make money, but because I was kind of inspired by the reasons that Kane made his arcade. And yeah, there's movies, film, books. George and I were just in a big meeting today in a fancy building with guys in those suits, and and everybody's getting behind me to even direct it, which is a little bit unprecedented for a short filmmaker to get multi-million-dollar offers to make a feature on a high level. So it's kind of remarkable what could happen in 2 weeks with an 11-minute video.